All right, welcome back to the One Bar and Lupagus Show. I'm One Bar. In this episode, we're talking about 4 positions that the Minnesota Vikings will not be looking at come round one. A lot of chat about who they will be looking at, what positions they do need to improve on, but not much as far as ones they need to stay away from. So I'm going to talk about 4 positions that will not be on the radar, or as I should say, 4 positions I hope they are not on their radar, because it is the NFL draft and anything is possible. We all know that. So before we get into that, remember, subscribe to the channel, like the videos. We're here every damn day talking Minnesota Vikings. Yes. All right, let's do this. 4 positions. I am starting off with offensive tackle. Why the hell, when I'm looking at all these mock drafts, especially the big boy mock drafters, why would they have an offensive tackle to the Vikings? That is confusing the living shit out of me. And if you know the answer, please put it down below, because I have no idea why we would take an offensive tackle in round 1. We have Ezra Cleveland last year. We took him in round 2. We have Brian O'Neill on the right side. We have Riley Reif on the left side. Riley Reif's future, yeah, it's probably a little bit of a question mark moving forward. He's set to make some good money, but he's coming off the best season of his career at his old ass age. So yes, Riley Reif probably doesn't have a ton left in him as far as years. But even if we were to move on from Reif, we would put Ezra Cleveland over there. We're not going to just draft the first round offensive tackle without even looking at Cleveland at tackle. Confuses the crap out of me. I don't think it's even a possibility, a chance. Do we need depth? Yeah, but we're not going to do it in round 1. So offensive tackle is my first one. Next one, tight end. You're probably wondering, why the hell are you mentioning tight end? No shit, we're not going to take a tight end. Well, the reason I'm mentioning tight end is a guy named by Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitskis, Florida. Everybody knows who I'm talking about. He's damn good. He's so good. He's going to be one of the better tight ends we've seen come out of the draft in a handful of years. So why am I mentioning? We got Irv Smith. Konkadonk stepped up this year. Has Irv Smith lived up to that second round? It's debatable. He had a pretty good year. He shows up in flashes. So the reason I'm mentioning tight end is I think Kyle Pitts will possibly be on the board still at pick 14, and he would possibly be the best player available. My theme heading into this draft is just take the best player available, aside from these 4 positions. Disclaimer. So that's why he's there. He could be there, and I think this would be a perfect chance for the Vikings to trade back, have somebody snipe the Patriots. We all know the Patriots love them some tight ends, and probably will be looking at Mr. Pitts. So we'll see what happens. But if you're going to bed at night dreaming of Kyle Pitts in a purple uniform, that dream I don't think is going to happen. So no go on the tight ends. Next up, and I'm saving the best one for last. Next up is linebacker. And again, you're probably saying, first round linebacker. Well, remember when we took Anthony Barr in round 1? He wasn't really linked to the Vikings much at all. Sniped him up. He was the best player on the board. Zimmer had to have him. Still here. So it's a possibility. Why I don't think that it will happen is we got Eric Kendricks in the middle. Whether it's Anthony Barr coming back, whether it's Eric Wilson coming back, I think we're all on the same page thinking that both those guys aren't going to come back. That's still a pretty damn good duo at linebacker. So if you got to deal with a Troy Dye, you got to deal with a Blake Lynch, whoever it might be over at linebacker, you're still sitting pretty damn good. So to add a third linebacker, as sexy as it might sound, like a Micah Parsons, bigger needs. Again, that would be another option to possibly trade back, because if Micah Parsons is there at pick 14, teams will be wanting to move up to get him because he shouldn't be there. And first round, we could actually see a handful of linebackers come off the board. There's some good linebackers in this draft, but I do not think it'll be the Minnesota Vikings. And the final one, 4th position, that I do not think the Vikings will be looking at in round 1 is, in fact, the quarterback position. And this one's kind of maybe too simple for me. I think if quarterback was an option in round 1, that they would have moved on from Zimmer because they just want to start fresh. Or Zimmer would just say, screw this. I'm not sitting here if I know that quarterback is even an option in round 1. He's got his guys. He's going down with Kirk Cousins or going up, whatever way you want to look at it. And they're still in win now mode. I think the Vikings are very comfortable with the fact they know they got Pierce coming back. They got Hunter coming back. Some of these younger guys coming back next year are going to be even better. So I think they're all in to win now. The thought of taking a quarterback in round 1, especially when you don't have a round 2 pick, probably makes a lot of the Vikings coaches, Zimmer, nauseous. It probably sounds horrible. And I just don't think it's going to happen. Guys like Trey Lance and Justin Fields could possibly be on the board. There's some other guys trickling in there getting a little bit higher, but I think those are the 2 that really Vikings fans have a legit shot at and get excited about. Yes, a quarterback like Trey Lance coming into this situation, being able to sit a year behind their Kirk Cousins is perfect. I just think that Zimmer wouldn't go for it, and I don't think he'd be here. So that's my only argument. Let me know down in the comments below what you think. Positions that you hope they don't take, positions you think they won't take. Let me know anything. We'll be back very soon talking more Minnesota Vikings.